Salam alaikum. Good morning to all you guys. Peace and blessings. I pray that en San Pungo y todos los muertos que te acompañe. To all you guys, bless you guys always and walk with you. We had weather. Well, it's still raining here. We got rain today still, but it's fine. But the temperature has gone down, tremendously. I feel like we back in winter. Still, like we're in December or something. But anyway, it's just a little cold out here. This is the weather gets you sick. That's why I keep this on the noggin. No matter what. I take the jacket off, but usually I keep the hat, the scully on. I hope you guys are doing great, man. Another day, another dollar, making the donuts like always in the city of brotherly love. Wanted to speak on a short topic again, like always, guys. You know me. And it's about going to an elder from any of the traditions or wherever you may go to get some help for certain situations in life. I want to try to explain to you guys that when you go for certain situations, well, I would say for everything, it's a process, you understand? It's not a automatic resolve all solution, you understand? There's a lot of things in these traditions and others that we have to try to understand and see it. I know it's difficult. For some, it's difficult to understand how stuff works until you are taught or you are well read up on certain things and certain people that explain certain things of the paranormal and that sort. You kind of get an idea and kind of see how things work out. Maybe not as fullest, but you get something. When you go to a place for a circumstance in your life, and you go and you get divination done, and an elder tells you, we have to do this, we have to do that, that's what you have to do. If you walk out that place without doing the recommended things that was said to you in that reading, if any, you could have just won and everything is fine. Everything is great. You just give you information, how to help you out a little better, little things that you might be off on and you could do on your own. Not a big deal. Changes of life, that's all. Natural processes that we all could do because we live natural processes here in life. That's one thing. But going to a place and getting a reading, because you're going there for something. And 9 out of 10, when you're going for there, you're going for to solve a problem. You're looking for a solution. Now, this solution comes up in divination, or you speak about it, it's verified, you get prescribed something that has to be done, some type of medicine. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. And you leave, you get it, fine, okay, thank you. You pay your derecho, or you put your derecho already there, and you go. Now what happens? These things that were spoken about, these recommendations that the Infumbe, the spirit said that you had to do in order to solve that issue, that problem, you never did it. Or, one, you don't have the money. 2, you doubt that. Or 3, you said, I'll come back and I'll do it some other time. There could be more options out there, but just about the 3 that I could think of real quick on the fly. but you never get it done. Down the line, what was spoken to you, you start living these processes. You start going through more of these things. Things start getting worse. Now you want to go back to the elder to try to fix that problem. Now you want to go ahead and do the medicine that he already had told you, or she, that had to be done in order to either balance things out, stop things, delay something, or wipe out completely out of your dikenga, out of your circle of life. You have to understand that now time has passed. Things have evolved more. They're more in motion. They're more stronger. They're already at a point. That's if it's not strong, whatever it is, when you go, to that elder, for whatever problem it is. So in short, now you want to do the things that it was recommended. Well, to be honest with you guys, now comes in another divination, because you didn't do the first recommendation. These things already have advanced already, which you could avoid most of it, or all of it, or part of it. And now they will have to check where we at this point now. Is it too late? Could we still do something? And this is the predicament that a lot of people put themselves in. You got to understand that these are processes. This is not something that you go ahead and you go to another, you do whatever you got to do, and bang, abracadabra. No, doesn't work that way. When I say that Palo is fast because the results that you get, for my opinion, and I'm not disrespecting any other tradition, is fast because I've seen how it works compared to some other ones. I'm not saying all, because I know there are others that are fast too, and some things work fast for others and other things don't. I'm not even going to get into that rabbit hole. For me, I see that it's fast. But I'm not saying fast that for one day to the other, even though it could happen, depending on the circumstance, it's not like that. You're not gonna wake up the next day for something that it's, needs to take its course, and to work on that course. You're gonna get out of it like immediately. It's not like that. You understand? It doesn't work like that. You have to have patience as a patient, and let the elder do or whatever they prescribed, and relax. If you are doing something that it's hindering or it's making it more difficult, you want to start doing your own self-checks and make sure that you're not doing something that you should not be doing. For instance, you shouldn't be taking certain medication because that medication is making your symptoms worse. Go to a doctor, find out if they could change the medication, and if the doctor says no, you can't, you shouldn't be taking that medication, don't take it, because you're hindering processes by you doing things like that. Same thing in life. If you have the urge to steal and you got problems with the law, and you go to another to help you because you got caught, why do you continue stealing? understand? So you yourself hinder your own self. You yourself, you don't change. You yourself do things, maybe willingly, unwillingly, unknowing, maybe knowing, that affects and makes sometimes some of the bilongo, some of the medicine that you're going to a place to help you with, you hinder it. Maybe not completely, but you do. Make it more difficult. Another thing that I wanted to speak about is, if you go to an elder, right? If you was to call me, oh, I need a reading, I got some stuff going on in my life, could you refer me to an elder that does readings over the phone, because I can't get to that place, or I can't get to you, they can't get to me. I say, oh yeah, okay, I got a couple of brothers that I trust, they're not gonna scam you. They're not from my rama, but these are brothers that I trust, and I feel comfortable enough that if I need to send somebody to get a reading online, that I'll send them, You get in contact with one of the brothers or sister, you get your reading, you get certain things done. You have to be patient. You cannot go, well, you can if you like, if you so choose and please to, you can, but it's not beneficial for you to go to one priest, get a reading, get a prescription, have them do something for you, you pay, you yourself impatient, now you go to another place, get another reading, have something done somewhere else. You yourself are creating a conflict, because you got one priest doing something, another priest doing something else. Neither or know that you have things done. And if they do know, one priest will say, no. Wait till what you did with the other priest to take effect. Wait, give it some time. Relax. If you see an X amount of time pass by, call the priest back again. Hey, I'm still going through these situations. Also check yourself, what you're doing, because you can't put it on the priest all the time. A lot of things we do ourselves and we hinder ourselves. You understand? So you have to really evaluate and check yourself and make sure that you are not doing things that you should not supposed to be doing, because you can't put it on priest all the time. I always hear people, I speak about, I've spoken about the money grabbers and this and people and the elders scamming and all that, but at the same time, there's a lot of people out here that go to elders and they are told certain things, they are given certain things to do, and it's like it goes into one ear, it goes out to the other, and they waiting for money to fall from the skies. Like things work like that. Like they don't have to change their lives, they don't have to change their diets, they don't have to change their health situation, they don't have to change their attitude or the way they are. No. A lot of things plays against against certain things. You have to understand that these are processes, but you also have to put your part. And you cannot be going to one priest or one priestess and having them do something for you. There you go, because of impatient, and go to another priest from whatever tradition, have something done for them too. You are hindering the processes. You are creating conflict between the processes. Whether you understand what I mean or don't understand, you shouldn't be doing that. Because all you're doing is you're making things worse for yourself. You're just making things worse for yourself, and then you're going to go back to that priest and say, hey, I don't feel this, I don't feel that, or this didn't happen, or that didn't happen. Why? Because you was impatient. And now you want to kind of not talk bad against the priest, but kind of doubt the priest or say that, or the priestess. No. Things don't work that way. We all have to be fair. When there's garbage being done, there's garbage being done. But when there's good priests and good priestesses doing things, you have to check yourself too, you know? So the only thing that I came in here was to tell you guys, you know, that, and those who do that type of stuff, that don't do that. It's not good. You know, if you understand that you've been scammed, is one thing. But if you got a reading and you actually felt that reading and you felt that what was said is it's what's going on, and then that's your confirmation right there. And if the elder does a medicine for you or whatever, you have to give it time. Some things work fast, some things take a little bit more. You understand? And don't hinder a process by going to somebody else because you're impatient, or you yourself are not doing the things that you should be doing as a person, and the things that you should be changing, in your life and in yourself. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, kasami ala. This is just advice. This is nothing personal with no one. It's just advice. You understand? Because I have lived these circumstances. I have called other elders to try to find things out. Being initiated. Having my nganga. You understand? So when you go through certain things in life and in these traditions, you start realizing the ignorance or the uninformed that you are. And that's, in a lot of cases, that was me. I was uninformed. I wasn't taught, to a certain degree. I wasn't taught very well. I didn't know how these processes work. I didn't know, as a Tatanganga, new Tatanganga that doesn't have really much knowledge, I didn't know that you don't ask other priests to do things for you. You're supposed to do it yourself. You understand? So it's a lot of things, that we have to learn that we are ignorant of, till we get someone that's in our life, is put in our path, we bump in or whatever, and teaches us these things, So I'm talking out of experience, So take your time. Be safe. Have a great day.